Everyone, David Cook with DeFranco Painting and Wallpaper, and just doing a kind of a quick walkthrough as we're finishing up painting a house. It's an older house here in Elgin, and everything in the house is plaster. So this house actually is really nice. Has some nice walls. You can still kind of see some of the plaster damages on the wall. We didn't do a ton of plaster repair because it's just a lot, but we repainted pretty much everything in the house. Again, these walls are pretty smooth, so you can still see some of the damage and just old plaster where it's cracked out. This room actually had wallpaper from 1954 that we stripped off, and then this room we had to reskim the walls because they were really bad once we got the paper off. But it still turned out pretty good. But then you get into the walls like this where it's got this texture. So these get interesting trying to fix. The guys I thought did a really good job of kind of spotting in where some of the cracks were. But you can still see some of the areas just kind of here and there where there's some cracks that didn't overall, you just can't get rid of them. Now this texture, who knows how old this is, but trying to duplicate it's almost impossible. But did our best. Customer's exceptionally happy, and it looks really great with the colors they picked. Also did a color consult with the folks over at Benjamin Moore, and then we actually got paint from Sherwin. So there's just a couple quick walkthrough on, there goes Chad, he's our plaster guy. So just kind of a walkthrough what we did. Again, more plaster work. Not a ton of repairs, but just enough to kind of make it interesting. If we go downstairs, however, you can see more of the work. This as far as what we're trying to fix, mitigate, make it look okay. You can kind of see some of the work there where someone before us had patched that. We didn't do that. These were just open, so we caulked them, filled them with mud, tried to fill them in a little bit to make them look better. That room went from bright red to blue. This one was just white, so it's an off like a sage green, but this is a room where it gets, this is the worst one as far as the cracks on. You can, like that one was worse before. We just kind of dug it out a little bit with a knife, filled it in with caulk, and then tried to fill it with the putty and Durabond just to kind of make it look a little bit better. But with all that texture, it's really hard to mimic that stuff, and finding plaster guys is almost impossible. So this is what we ended up settling for. The customer still likes it because it adds more of the character to the house. And then more of the plaster, more of the texture walls, and then in here, more texture. The ceiling in here actually turned out pretty good. There was a couple places where it was really bad cracks. We caulked them and filled them a couple times just to get them, and put some glue in a couple of them with a plaster repair that we use. Plaster Magic, I think it's called. So it's a really good product. It actually glues the plaster back to the lathe that you can do the repairs. So there's the colors that pretty much the house used to be, is just white. So we still have to do the fireplace, do the radiators, but this is the new color green. I think it looks awesome with the woodwork. If you got questions about painting, plaster, wallpaper removal, skim coating walls, historical type painting like this, give us a call at DeFranco Painting and Wallpaper. We're here to help you love the space you're in.